Welcome, welcome to my live. Who's gonna jump on and watch me chalk this board? We're using the Let's Get Cozy transfer. Really cute board and transfer. Anyone? Anyone out there? Hello, hello, anybody there? So I'm going to stir my chalk paste while I wait for people to come on. All right, so we're doing a burlap board. Instead of stretched canvas, it's burlap. And it's a really thick material. And it's been stretched over a big thick frame, heavy duty wooden frame, and then these decorative nails all the way around are very cool. Hello, Diana. Welcome, welcome. So I am using the other burlap board. This is the 12 by 18. I am in love with burlap like this board. I love it much better than the canvas. Much, much better. I think it is just like a dream to work with. It's my favorite surface so far. Have you got to use it, Diana? I love it. So compared to stretched canvas that's been gessoed, this burlap is not gessoed. So it does absorb quite a bit of chalk paste. Like it's a thirsty fabric, if that makes sense. But I love it. All right, so we're doing the Let's Get Cozy transfer, and it's going to fit on here just right. And even though these are new transfers that I'm using, I do not have to fuzz it because it's going right onto cloth. All right, so I think it's going to be tight, but it's going to fit on here. All right, so first starters here. Yes, it does. So let me show you. So on the side, you can see how thick it is there. And then on the inside, you can see it's like a masonite board and thick, you know, that's like half of an inch thickness of wood. So this burlap is stapled and folded all the way around. And then this is, oh, sorry, Amy. Sorry, guys. My dog is, she's 13, and I swear every time I'm sitting here working on something, even if I pick up a coffee cup and set it down on this wooden table, she thinks somebody is at the door. She gets so confused. And she didn't used to do that. So the fact that she's doing that now, I think means she's losing her hearing a little bit.
No, I ran out here because the way she barked was like
assertive, like
bark.
aggressive bark. Yeah, I know, it
like
was.
There's imminent danger.
Yes, right, exactly, Joe. Exactly. She's just trying to protect her people, that's all, her humans. All right, so now I'm going to try to, so the burlap has a, I would call it a, the tooth of it is wide. So there's like space in between. It's almost like, You know what I mean? You hear that? It's almost like corduroy. It's got the little striping in it or whatever in the way that it's woven, but it's really cool. I think I'm pretty straight there. I think I'm pretty straight this way too. I don't want it to be crooked. But I think our transfers, these silk screens, the adhesive it just hugs onto this burlap nicely. Okay, I think I'm going to use a little washi tape, unless I drop it and throw it on the other side of my table on the floor. Yes, the comedian was just in here. You've got it, Diana. All right, I got to get up and find this washi tape. Where did it roll to? All right, hold that thought while I grab this. So I think I'm just going to washi tape the bottom of that down because it's sticking up and I don't want it to get wrinkled and befuddled and then not lay straight when I'm trying to chalk it. So I would say that if you compare this burlap board to a burlap sack, this is nicer. If you're comparing it to trying to think, you compare it to, you know, like a burlap sack, it's woven like it's like you've got the fibers are going both ways. This way it looks mostly going horizontal with very thin under it, so it looks really nice. I already acknowledged that. Sure. Yeah, okay. I did. That's funny. It was right when I dropped that tape. My husband making sure I'm keeping up with comments. He's funny though. Yes, yes. Okay, that's all right. Whatever I don't hear, you hear, and vice versa. Okay, so I am pretty sure that's down good. All right, what is this color called? Cadet. We're doing the Cadet color for this cozy. I just got to make sure it's the right consistency. I feel like it's really like super thick. So let me give it a good stir before we get going here. Make sure that it's like a yogurt, and like I said, this is gonna really absorb. I know that seems like that's a lot, but you'll see what I mean. All right. And that big blob is now all gone. So it's very super absorbent. So you definitely want, especially if you're using the bigger one than this. This is the smaller of the two that they have. And here I laid those over the letters like I was going to be able to get all the way across. But I'm not because it's really drinking up my chalk paste. Okay. All right. Let's do this next one. So when I did the big board, I did the Dandelion Wishes transfer, and that was much bigger than this. And it also drank up the chalk paste for sure. You have no issue. As long as you have a full chalk paste, whatever your color is. Make sure when you open your chalk paste, it's a freshie so that you have enough. That is amazing. This is a new color. It's called Cadet, and it is a little bit darker than Liberty, just a smidge. And I'm crazy about my greens and blues, so of course I had to get this one, even though I wasn't all the way through my Liberty one yet. Love this color. Oops. Now that both of these burlap boards that I bought are both chalked on now, I'm going to have to order a couple more just in case there's something I want to put on it when the Christmas season comes, because I just think this beautiful gray color. Whoa, what happened there? Ooh, we had a little movement here. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know why it did that. It moved with me. I wonder if I was pressing too hard. I feel like it's still not. All right, let me see. I thought that that was sealed down really well. So I don't know what happened there, guys. Okay, that is a lot of glue. That looks great. All right, let me clean my hands up. We're going to peel to reveal, and I'm crossing my fingers with that Y. Ooh, I think that looks great. Stick this in the water. Get that blue soaking off of my silk screen here. That looks really good. Let me dry this before we move on. I want to say right here and here, that needs touched up. Let me grab one of my. Now I know it's supposed to be kind of like a rough looking board, and the lettering on this is supposed to be kind of distressed, but these definitely don't look like they were supposed to be there. Just because I had that movement, I think. It's a tricky thing. Tricky. I do too, Diana. That it's awesome. Yes, it would be great on a gray hoodie for sure. I agree wholeheartedly. It is almost hoodie season here. We're having nice 75-degree days. Love it. Partly because my classroom, my school does not have air conditioning. All right, let's get the dryer out. We'll do some drying. So I love this color on gray too. I am partial to cool colors on the gray, like blue or green or even purple would look good on here. But I can't wait to see like the Christmas colors and stuff on the transfers that are coming out. We're going to get another holiday pack, so I can't wait to see what those have in them. Actually, of the new stuff in the catalog, that's Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween. I wonder if we'll get, I've almost done all the Halloween transfers so far, but I don't know if they're going to add more to our next little celebrations packet or not. They did last year. I don't know if there was extra Halloween in it, but that'd be really cool. Yeah. Good evening, Bobby. You're not that late. This kind of went smooth and fast, so that's fine. You didn't miss much. We did one word. So September 16th, right. So September 16th, we get that celebrations, which will have other transfers in it that we can order and have lots of fun doing lots of boards and stuff. For sure. Cool, cool. You are getting comments faster than I am. Welcome, Candace. Okay, for some reason my feed is going really slow, guys. All right. What does it say? Wait. It might interfere with my other equipment, though. I'm not sure. What's it say? Oh no, Candace, it's locking up. That is not good. Okay, so Candace is trying to get in and it is locking up. Hey, are you guys able to still see me and hear me? Like on my end, I can see. Looks cozy. Are you seeing on there that it? Okay, so why is Candace's comment on here? Okay, so on my phone, I can see, okay, I got it now, but it keeps locking up. Is it locking up for anybody else? Okay, good. Okay, I think that's pretty dry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Candace, if you go back out and come back in, it might, that might fix it. Just go like completely out and then try to go back in. All right, so this is the other part of this Let's Get Cozy transfer. And I just want to make sure that I'm fairly straight on here. I need to bring it down so it's not going to affect these little decorative nail heads here. Let's see. Where are they? That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and, the G is going to slightly come down on the Z, but I actually think that that will look cool. All right, and I'm doing a different color for this. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Glad you got on. Okay, so what I'm decorating, so this is one of our Chalk Couture boards, and this one is called a burlap board. So instead of like stretched canvas, they've stretched burlap over, and then they've put these finishing nails on them. So these are like kind of almost like a pewtery silver antique looking nail head. And I love chalking on this. It's gorgeous, first of all, and it holds the chalk paste so nicely. And so I've done one in the past that was, so this one's a 12 by 18 board, and it's just wonderful just to have something different to chalk on other than chalkboard or a whiteboard. It's just really, it's really a nice thing to have. So we also have like canvas banners and things. So I love chalking on fabric for things that you're going to hang on your wall inside your house. I love it. So for the let's get cozy part, we're going to do bright white because I think that's going to complement this blue nicely. And I am going to try to make sure I've got enough chalk paste because it absorbs really fast in burlap. It's a thirsty fabric. I'm just pushing through this silk screen so I'm getting good coverage, and then just smoothing that out. Love this. In high school, it was so much harder to build your silk screen and use these chemicals and everything to design your silk screen how you wanted it before you would squeegee in one direction, paint over your silk screen to get an imprint. I mean, we've come so far from the 80s when I was in high school, from the mid to late 80s when I was going through school. All right, so now I'm just smoothing over everything. All right, that looks good. Oh gosh, that's a good question. So we have alphabet fonts. Ooh, that T. Let me touch that T up. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm gonna get my paintbrush out because I've already peeled all the way. So some of our fonts that we have are, I would say, inch and a half. And because we have transfers that eventually, like, they'll retire. So one of our cutest alphabets that we have right now, and that would be, if you know about the, oh, what's that called, Andy? Those cups and stuff that Amy and Sarah go goo goo gaga over. I can't. Okay, so I'm the only sister not collecting these, and it's just because they're collecting it. Help me out, guys. It's like a ivory colored ceramics ware, and then they have black skinny letters on them. Black. They're probably like, I would say, 2-inch tall letters. Why can I not think of it? They have them at TJ Maxx. Yes, Ray Dunn. Thank you, Diana. My brain completely did a burp and I could not think. But anyway, we have the font that matches the Ray Dunn ceramic stuff. Is that not the coolest ever? So some of our smaller alphabets, I want to say they're an inch and a half tall letters. Some of them are cursive, some of them are printed. So this cozy one is a size C transfer. So before I cut it, it was, let's see, it was, no, it's a size, this is a size D. I changed my mind. It's a size D transfer. So it, before I cut it, it was an 18 by 18 inch transfer, but this board is 12 by 18. So after cutting and doing one at a time, one word or one row at a time, I was able to fit it on here, which is great. I could have spread it out further. In fact, some people are using our ink and making pillows out of this transfer, which look really cute. All right, so the rest of the rough look of the letters is supposed to look that way. I just had part of the transfer not show up. So there you go. You've seen me. I touch up with paintbrushes so that I'm sure I have what I need. So let me show you some examples, Bobby, while you're asking me. I'm going to grab my catalog. All right, so this is dry, so I can set this on here. So in my catalog, I'm going to show you a couple examples. And this is online at www.chalkcouture, all one word.com, and then you do / Beth Missler, all lowercase letters, and that you'll be able to look and shop right on there, and it will deliver right to your house any of this stuff. Okay, let's see. Yes, I do, Bobby. Okay, so last night I copied you on a couple of those ink videos that I've made. It seems like it's been a little while since I've done one. Maybe I should be inking again. I'm looking for some of these alphabets to show you. All right, so I'm looking through the fall and winter catalog right now, looking for my alphabets. I bet they're all at the back. All right, so for sure, all right, so we have the monograms, and they are, so that's a 5 by 7 inch transfer, and the letters are big, and you can get several of them to like spell out your first name, your last name on something big, like they did this Smith down here. And there are, oops, I'm getting in my white paint, my white chalk paste. I'm trying to multitask. Okay, so here's some examples of some alphabets we have. Okay, so this one's called the sans serif. Now it says the letters are 3 inches. This is the handwritten font. That's the Ray Dunn letters. So they're very skinny, but they're 2 inches tall. And then we have, this set is called the classic serif, and it says that the large uppercase cap height is about 1 3/4 inches, and the lowercase height is 1 1/4 inches. Then this brush font is 2.5 inches tall, and the lowercase are 1 1/4 inch tall. Does that help at all? So that is letters. So if you keep watching my videos, you will be exactly where you need to be. And if you want to, you can always go, if you go to my page, which is at the top of this video, Beth's Classy Chalking / Independent Designer, you can go into there, and then there's a tab that you'll be able to like move back and forth. If you're on your phone, you'll be able to move the tab back and forth. If not, if you're on your computer, it'll be on the left-hand side when you go onto that page. Click on videos, and then it'll pull up I don't know, like 1 or 2 videos, and you'll click on something that says all videos, and you'll be able to go through that and pick which videos you want to watch. You can also do that on my YouTube channel, which is Beth's Classy Chalking. Just type in Beth's Classy Chalking into the YouTube search thing at the top, and it'll pull up everything from me. And please subscribe to my channel. So on YouTube, it'll ask you if you want to subscribe. I think it shows a picture of my face or something there, and then that's your subscribe button. But anyway, you can catch other videos that you've missed. Was that helpful? Okay, good, Bobby. Here, yeah, I did. Let me show. All right, so this is one of my favorites. I love doing ceramics, inking on them. So I bought this. It's kind of more the size of a soup bowl, okay? But I got this at Dollar General. And because I can bake it in the oven, I can ink on it. So I used a transfer I woke up like this, and then it has a little batting eyelashes. And then on the other side, that transfer came with beautiful. So I inked on it using the same sticky sided transfers. I used the ink instead of chalk, and then peel off that transfer, and then very carefully went and stuck it in my oven while it was cool, turned it on to 350, and set it for 30 minutes. That's all I needed to do. And now this is one of, of my children's favorite coffee mug, although I think that's too much coffee. My kids don't think so. So they will fill that. Anyway, so it's dishwasher safe. It's washer safe. It's ready to go. We can scrub on it. It is on there. It is now a permanent thing. So, and you can feel it, but we've had this for 6 months probably now. Yeah. At least 6 months we've been using it, washing it on a daily basis, and it is still as beautiful as the day I made it. So that's one thing. Yes, very awesome and fun to do. And I tell you what, getting like going and getting some mugs and taking one transfer that you can use over and over and over, and making some cute decorative holiday mugs for family members. What an easy gift to give. Everybody would love that. Anyway, I took this. This was my like, as soon as I made this mug, of course I had to take it to school. And so when I'm doing hall duty, I would just fill it halfway with coffee from my Keurig in my room and go out and stand in the hall and just sip this. And the kids and the teachers kept laughing. They thought that was funny. Laughing every time they went by. So we have something called, Bobby called Chalkology ink. It comes with a white lid and the same size. So it's a 3-ounce container. And it comes in multiple colors. Let me show you in the catalog what colors we have right now. So these are all the pastes. So these are our inks. So you can see at the bottom, they come in the same kind of a container. And then these are our colors right now. So if you wanted to do a really cool thing for your granddaughter in Bumblebee and Cadet, for Flyers colors, of course, you could get those 2 inks and do something in those colors. You can do t-shirts with our transfers, like the sticky sided transfer will stick right down to cloth. You can squeegee that through your silk screen, pull it off, and then what I do for cloth, like if this would have been ink, I take my hair dryer to it and I dry it so it's a little bit not wet. It starts to get a little bit more tacky. And then what I'll do, it's like almost dry, but it's not permanent yet. Then I'll lay parchment paper over it. Not wax paper, but parchment paper. And then I will get out my iron. We actually have a Cricut heat press, which is an awesome craft thing to have. So it's like a square. And I set it to the temperature 325, I think, or 225, whatever. Let's see, what do I set it at? And then I heat press an area for 30 seconds, and then I'll move it and do 30 seconds until I've covered the whole area. if you're doing a t-shirt, you can do the front of the t-shirt and then flip it inside out and then heat set the inside too, just to make sure if the ink went through the cloth or anything, that is now permanent. And that's how you do cloth, which I love. And if it were, yeah, Freddie Flyer, of course. So if it were, let's see, so for even a banner, if you wanted to hang it out on your porch and you wanted to do it in ink and iron it and heat set it so that, you know, when you take it down, if the holiday's over, you want to throw it in the washer and dryer, it is ready for washer dryer. Once you've ironed it, it is ready to go. So that's the difference. Now with chalk paste on this burlap, it's a porous material. I can't wash this back off. So it's on there. So I hang this up on the walls of my home and then it's going to stay on there. Now, if for some reason there's a fire and sprinklers go off and it gets wet, then it's probably going to be ruined. But I wouldn't put this anywhere where I think that water is going to get on it, because we know that chalk paste reactivates when it gets wet. And then you can, you know, so for lots of chalkboards and lots of the whiteboards that we sell, we can wash those off, spray it with water, wash it off with a Lysol wipe, and do something else on it. So if I get tired of like my Halloween boards, you know, I can just take it down off the wall, spritz this with water, wipe it off, and I can do another design on it. Or get one of our double-sided boards and just flip it around, because home is my happy place is a great thing all the time, all year. So yeah, that's, some of our boards are double-sided and I love that about them. And our chalkboards are really good, nice quality. They have a good texture to them, so it grabs that chalk paste and adheres really well. So hope that answered lots of questions. I gave you guys just a little bit of a lesson. But yes, so that's that. So if you can go onto the online catalog, Bobby, or my page and look at some of those videos, or go online and look through the catalog, because the catalog is going to show you everything that is current right now, everything that we have. And like Diana said earlier, in September, mid-September, we get a holiday. It's called like Celebrations Holiday Catalog. So it's a little bit thinner than the one that we have currently right now, but that will be holiday stuff, extra transfers that we don't have right now that we're going to have. So that'll be fun. Well, guys, so, okay, so a couple little things. I got to do my little like station identification little clauses. So if you are interested in getting a B-size transfer once a month, which would be this size, so it's 9 by 12, delivered to your house with chalk paste packets, you will get whatever the transfer is. You will get 3 chalk paste packets, which is enough to do whatever that transfer is. And nobody else can buy these. Only club members can get them. So if you want to be part of the special club for $19.99, you can belong to this transfer of the month club and start accumulating some really cute transfers to start playing around with and see if you like it. Before you bite off a bigger project, you can start practicing. So I would encourage it. If you're interested, just comment club in the comments of any of my videos, and I will send you a message with a link. Also, if you are interested in doing this, because chalking is fun and it is a blast to do, and it's addictive, and it's awesome to be able to make things and give them away as gifts, you can comment in the comments, join, and that I will send you a link so that you can see what joining Chalk Couture would be all about. And also, love and share these videos so your friends and family can learn a little bit about it and maybe jump on some of our lives and talk with us, because it is a lot of fun, and it's only a 2.5-year-old company, so it's not been around that long. And so not everybody's heard of it and that they don't know about it, and it's really fun. And it's not the same old, it's kind of a fun thing to do. So if you would like to get any more information, you can message me privately or comment on a video. Either way, I'm fine with that. And other than that, spread the word of subscribing to my YouTube channel, because that would be awesome too. Will the September catalog be on the site separate from the main catalog? Good question, Candace. This is my first year with Chalk Couture, and this will be my first celebrations catalog. So I can get with my mentor and get back with you on that. That one I don't know. I would assume that if you go to the online catalog, not my physical one, but we'll get a separate catalog, physical catalog, and I can send you one of these and one of those with a $50 order. I will put it in with your order or mail it to your house separately so that you'll have both. But online, I think it will just, the items will be born within the shopping things. And there is a tab when you go onto the website where you hit shop, you go into it and it'll have like teal colored tabs on the left. At the top, it's either the first or the second one, it says what's new. I'm pretty sure everything from Celebrations mid-September will be in the what's new tab. And so that's your way of seeing what you haven't already looked at. Does that make sense? I hope. Because that's what this catalog did. As soon as this catalog was available, we still had some things we were keeping from spring and summer catalog. It was all the new stuff that was brand new to us was in the what's new. So hopefully that helps. Yes, that's what I'm hoping too, Diana. Thank you. Well, you guys, this was fun and very educational for both of us. So keep the questions coming. I still answer questions after my lives are over. So you guys have a great night and a great week. This is the last week of my summer vacation before I go back to teaching at school. So I don't know times and stuff yet, but I'm hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can still do it 9 or maybe a little bit earlier if I have to, but we'll see how it goes. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday night, and I will see you tomorrow night at 9. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.